right, and we're live. Hello! Welcome to Not Quite Novelists. This is the show where new friends are made, literally, and new worlds are built live and on the spot each and every episode. My name is Savannah. If you don't know who I am, how the hell did you get here? Please tell me. I'm so glad that people like that joke. Every time I've said that joke, like, my guest just starts cracking up. Like, I'm glad
What are you doing here?
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad that joke lands every time, which makes me happy. If you do know who I am, then you know what I'm gonna say, which is, oh my god, I'm so fucking excited for this week's guest, because all of the people I've had on my show are cool as hell, and today is no exception. I've got Casper, the NB Ghost. Hello, Casper.
Ocio unali'i. Hello, friends. My name is Casper. I am the MV Ghost. I haunt channels that let me, so it was your fault. You did this to yourself.
You know what? And I love that. Oh my gosh, Hampod, thank you so much for the follow, and Talaris79, thank you guys for the follow.
Hey, Hampod.
As always, every I have to make this joke. As always, every new follow and every new sub goes towards a goal that I made when I first became Twitch affiliate that Aurora got proof for, which was I said it as a joke, but I think it was Aurora who clipped it, and now we got like evidence of it. I said, if you get me to 500 subscribers and 5,000 followers, then I'll do a hot tub stream.
Hey.
The funniest part about
Hang
that
on,
was
let me log into my other Twitch real quick.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Jungle Book Boy, hello. Oh my gosh. Thank you for finding me. Oh my gosh, you found me through the collective. I love the TTRPG collective. Cool. Well then, you're in for a treat. Anyone who hasn't been here before. And Casper, I'm not sure if you know exactly how this works, how we're gonna do this. But I think we can
going
just
in blind, baby.
I love that. Let's just go ahead and get started. So here's what's gonna happen if I don't drop all my shit. I have these two teacups here, and they are filled with a bunch of slips of paper. It's a theme and a tone. So they're gonna have, I'm gonna go ahead and pick one randomly out of both. That one just flew out of the cup. And then what's going to happen is once we get these two prompts, we're just going to go ahead and, like, make up whatever we want. We can make up our characters. We can make up... How did I get that? I got the exact same combo of prompts as I did, like, a couple weeks ago. We're not doing that.
Okay.
But we're essentially going to... We can make up characters. We're going to be doing some world building, like, anything, but as long as it's within these two prompts. And it is just purely... whatever the hell we want it to be. So.
Oh, you're asking for it. Let's go.
It's gonna be fun. Oh my god. Yes. I'm already excited. I'm already happy about this. This is gonna be so fun. Okay. Well, I feel like that actually fits with that a little too close. Let's draw one more. Sorry. It's because, like, the prompt itself, there's some overlap between theme and tone. So theme is gonna be more like characters. It's gonna be things like,
okay.
It's gonna be like cowboys, vampires, punk rockers, rock stars. I've got a bunch of stuff in there. Tone is gonna be more like genre or setting or things like that. So it's gonna be like under the sea, western, whatever. Mafia, mobsters. I've got some good shit in here.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, let me go ahead and just add in our theme and tone. But that means that some of them have, like, some overlap. So, like, sometimes I'll get, like, the theme is mobsters and the tone is mafia. I'm like, that's too close. We gotta, like, mix some shit up. So every now and again, I'll just toss one back in there. You know what I mean?
That makes sense. All right, cool.
Yep. But I'm absolutely loving the story that we got here so far. So give me just a second to add them into the overlay. And that's the cool thing is, Casper, you don't know yet. No one knows until I add it to the screen, and I just get to sit here and leave all of you guys in suspense.
Okay.
So, our theme is vampires, and our tone is apocalypse. Let me tell you,
Ham Pod, we've done this, right?
Oh, God. Oh, no. Here's the thing.
No.
I love a post-apocalypse story.
Yeah, I'm here for the post-apocalypse. I do have
Yep.
slight beef with vampires, but that's only because I'm a werewolf kid. That's fine.
You know what?
I'll get
Me
over it.
too. I love werewolf. You know what we could do though? Because here's the thing: is every now and again we'll just have some shit. We can just add shit to it. I think it was the stream I did with Promethean, where
Okay.
the theme was detectives and the tone was a western. So we were doing like cowboy detectives, and we just decided to throw vampires in there for fun. So like,
Okay.
if you're
If that okay.
interested, we could do like your character is a werewolf in this.
Okay. Yeah. No, see,
Yeah,
I can play around with this.
yeah. And
Um.
we'll do like a lot of the times because we're not doing this based on any kind of like game system. We're not doing this on
Okay.
any like it is just totally free form. We can make whatever the fuck we
Vibe.
want here. Totally vibes. And like there have been some episodes where it's like we don't even think of this in game thoughts. We think of it more like, oh, this is going to be a TV show, or this is an anime that we need to write, or something like
Frick
that.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I
like
can.
it's
I should let
like
you know right now. I am a TV writer. I've done that before. Let's do this.
let's
I'm
do
so
this.
ready.
Okay, good. Yeah, okay. Yeah, immediately my first thought is, okay, if you're a werewolf person, let's make your character a werewolf, and then I guess my character will be a vampire, and we've got like some kind of like a turf war or something going on in this like apocalypse story.
Okay. I like that. But since we've seen vampires versus werewolves before, how
Yeah,
about here's my pitch that
pitch me.
we live in a vampire run world and like neither one of us are vampires, but we're trying to like start a rebellion to
Oh,
like
yeah.
freedom, you know?
So the apocalypse maybe started by the vampires. Like vampires maybe were the ones who like took over
Yeah,
and
I
like
think yeah.
caused this like kind of end of the world as we know it, but by basically taking over.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
yeah, I kind of want to play in like vampires kind of were like, all right, you know what? Life in the shadows suck. Let's blot out the sun and rule the world kind of situation.
Okay. So
Um,
straight up super villain apocalypse
yeah.
causing vampires. I love this. I love this. Okay. This is fun. I see that just lends itself so perfectly to me wanting to do my favorite type of fantasy character, which is obviously fae. Anything like
That's
fairy or fae related. My only hang up on wanting to do that is I made a badass like fae assassin last week when I was streaming with Andy.
Okay, so Faye Assassin off the table. Good to know.
Right. And I'm like, I want to do it, but I'm like, should I do the same type of character 2 weeks in a row? Or should I try and like go against type? I like the idea of
um,
maybe both of us being werewolves too, being like we're from like maybe we're both from the same like den, we're from the same like pack, you
okay.
know? And
I
we're
like
both
that.
like in this like rebellion. Yeah. I think maybe my character wasn't like born a part of the pack, like came in later and was like
Okay.
kind of like adopted into it because like the vampires like got rid of my pack somehow, but I still needed like the community. I still needed the like camaraderie for it, and y'all guys kind of took me in.
Yeah, I think I like that. I think what happened to your pack if it again, this is just me pitching something.
Yeah.
Is like vampires use werewolves as like chattel cuz like human beings can't
Oh,
really work with like can't be super healthy without the sun, right? And werewolves are
right.
like stronger and stuff like that. So I think they use werewolves as chattel. Um, and what happened to your pack is just like it was your turn. They're like your
Oof.
ticket was punched or something, and so it's like, all right,
Yeah.
round up these ones, and you're like
Oh,
your parents pulled some Superman shit and got you the fuck out of there.
yeah. I love that. Of like, I was able to escape because I got pushed. Like the baby in like the basket down the river kind of thing.
Full Moses, let's
Yeah,
go.
I full Moses. We're doing Prince of Egypt. Okay, I do have to say,
Yours is the chosen one. That's fine.
I do have to say, Prince of Egypt is just a genuinely good movie, and now I have that
Yeah,
one song
I
stuck
love
in
that
my
movie.
head.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
Oh
to go back
boy.
and watch that today.
It's at right. I'm just gonna go
DreamWorks,
and
damn you!
there is okay. I will tangent for just a second. There's a cover somewhere on YouTube. Uh, beautiful, beautiful singing voice. This girl is singing the river lullaby.
Mhm.
And then like sings it in English and then sings it like in Arabic, and it's gorgeous.
Think I've seen it.
It is so
I
beautiful.
don't remember her name, but yeah, no, because
Yeah.
I have a playlist of just like my favorite covers of random ass
Yeah.
nostalgia bait, and I was like, yeah, this
Nostalgia
should go
bait.
in
That's good. Yeah.
there.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, I love that idea of like it being, or maybe it was like a little bit later in life, not like full like infant kind of given to
Yeah,
another pack, but like maybe I was like a child. Maybe I was like a like preteen, like 10 or 11 or something like that. Um and they like kind of put me in a place and been like, hide here, don't ever, like, do not come out under any circumstances, and then had to go and like lead the vampires like away kind of thing. But then I was
yeah,
found in this like crawl space wherever, like in this like, you know, something, and I was found
yeah.
like there later by like your pack that came through, and we're like, there's
I'm
a
gonna
kid
say
in here.
I'm gonna say my parents found you, and they were like, all right,
Oh,
well, we're gonna keep this one.
so does that makes us
And
like adoptive siblings?
yes, but I'm gonna say
Cute.
that we like I did not I came in this world like the only child, and I was like not super happy
Yeah,
about
yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
new sibling. I mean, like I'll get over it, but like later in life. But at this
Yeah,
point, it's like no, I was the plan.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be the leader, and now you're the chosen
Oh,
one, and it's like
yeah. No,
okay,
maybe you're like the like leader, like the alpha of the pack, right? Maybe you're like the leader's like
okay,
kid. So you're like being
yeah.
raised in order to be the next, like the one that takes over.
Yeah.
But then when I
I look
get
out
like
for like the whole of the pack, and you come in with a different perspective. It's like people have sacrificed for you.
I'm
Kind of
so fucked.
situation. Look, I'm
I
here for
I
drama, okay?
no, I love it. I think that's awesome. I love the drama of it. I also love the idea of like maybe it did I was about to say something so dumb. Like this, we really decided to go Prince of Egypt on this fucking story.
Look, it's
So
Prince of
good.
Egypt with vampires and werewolves. I am not mad at this.
Me neither. I love
I
this
would
so
watch the
much.
shit out of that.
This is so good. Oh boy, I can't breathe. It's so good. Literally, like last week we did like cyberpunk Fae, and then like the
Okay.
week before we did like it was me and Matt improv and RPG, and we did it was gay enemies to lovers to enemies again to lovers again, secret agents on a dating show. Like it was insane. It was that one was a great listen. If you're gonna watch any of the VODs on my show, go watch that one because that one was unhinged and it's so fun. Uh,
I I have a proposal.
yes.
Um, to like why you're the chosen one, and it can tie
Mm-hmm.
back into your Fae thing, because
Yeah.
I know how much
Ooh,
you like the Fae.
I
So
do.
the reason that you're the chosen one is because you can actually communicate with the Fae in a way that's productive.
Oh
I think
yeah.
that werewolves have like, at least in this world, I'm gonna say werewolves have a very um survival of the fittest kind of situation.
Yeah.
Um, and that's how come weak packs get like hurt, like get captured by vampires. And Faye would have, I think, have a different perspective, and you
Yeah.
can see that perspective.
I think I love this idea because I think if this was like, let's say this was like the real, human world, vampires decided, nah, fuck it, we're gonna actually, hi Aurora, I see you in chat, what's up? Um so You came in right at the perfect time because we're talking about we have Prince of Egypt, this story of us being werewolves but fighting against a vampire
Vampire Egyptian.
regime. It's
There you go. That's so much better than what I said.
it's so funny. I
Look,
can't breathe.
yeah, I'm gonna just stop talking on that point right now.
I knew that this episode was gonna get chaotic. We
Hi.
immediately got chaotic. It's so good. Okay. Sorry, I'm giggly now. Oh, it's so hot in my room too, so I'm like, I'm gonna get so red faced so quick. I can't turn my AC on, it's too loud.
Okay, so
Okay,
just
focus,
to recap,
focus. Yes.
we've got a vampire regime, which is a lot better than what I called it. A vampire regime that has blotted out the sun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming now there are no humans, so the vampires have
Yeah.
gone to hunting and like basically turning werewolves into chattel. Um, you oh frick. I don't.
Okay, so I'll take over. It's good.
Thank you.
So we've got so all humans are effectively extinct at this point because vampires have taken over the world and blotted out the sun, and those who weren't actually like those humans who weren't actually killed by vampires were either I think like taken in by werewolves and turned for their own like survival.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Or
that. Yeah.
they just died from like, you know, the fact that the sun was blotted out completely. But then so down to our story, my character, and the reason we're laughing so hard about the Prince of Egypt is my character as a child was hidden from the vampires during like essentially like a raid, like a an attack where the entire pack that I was from was taken out. And then later found by Casper's parents, Casper's character's parents, and then adopted. And yes, apocalyptic vamps and werewolves. We've added werewolves into this. Yes.
Yes. Because I saw vampires in the prompt, and I was like, nah.
I love vampires. I love werewolves. And as soon as you said werewolf thing, I'm like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah.
Honestly, can't have one without the other. You're so right. You're so right.
Thank you.
Okay. So yeah, my character was hidden as a child from my pack being entirely wiped out, and then later found by Casper's character's parents and became adopted siblings, which, oh my god, no, Eric, you haven't caused chaos. Oh no. Eric's like, I haven't caused chaos in a while, so this is
Eric, I've got that covered already.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking chaotic already. Because at first
because
we were making the jokes about my character being like put basket in a river, Prince of Egypt style, and then later said because I was like adopted, but as like this like now I'm like this chosen one character. Casper's character is not happy about mine being adopted because he was raised to like be the next like leader of the pack. And he's jealous and pissed off about it. And this is where we're at. We have made Werewolf Prince of Egypt in our vampire apocalypse.
Yes. And what makes Savannah the chosen one is because they can understand the world from a different perspective. I am very like my character would be very stuck in the survival of the fittest, the weaker meat, the strong will eat kind of mindset of how werewolves have survived these unprecedented times for for generations. So you come in with a different perspective.
Ooh, you know what? I have an idea for that. This is where all the chaos happened, and I was getting distracted because Aurora and Eric showed up. But let me circle all the way back. And let me get back to my idea before the ADHD demons take over again. So essentially, what I think would be cool is if I had like a connection to the Fae. I think what happened was that because this used to be like a human run world, like it used to be like our world, the Fae, just in lore and in stories and everything, the Fae have been here a lot longer than humans, right? But when vampires started really like taking over, the Fae kind of pieced out. They were like, all right, we're gonna stay in fairyland. Like, I think we're done with Earth completely. I think we're done with the material plane, and we're just gonna go and like chill in our own like realm or whatever. And they kind of, hey, Eric, mind your business. Eric's out here calling me out. Leave it to
Look,
to
no,
talk
I knew what I was doing when I prompted the Fae. Like, they gave me werewolves. I'm giving them Fae. It's only Fae.
It was the idea. Like, I even said, like, okay, I did a lot of Fae stuff last week, so maybe not. And they were like, no, we're gonna give Savannah the Fae. So Fae wolves, that's wild. Holy shit.
There we go. See, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking the Fae made a deal with your pack or something.
Ooh, that's fun. I was gonna say like maybe I was like maybe like we were like more connected to humans first. Like maybe like my parents were not born werewolves like a lot of others. Okay. But they were actually humans that were turned into wolves. But the humans, like the last of the humans got were really close with the Fae because they were trying to preserve nature. That the original like fight was that they were trying to preserve the balance of nature, and the balance of nature includes keeping the sun, right?
Yeah.
But that didn't happen. They ended up getting turned into better than vampiric Fae. Yeah, you're right. Pixies that suck blood. Are you talking about like mosquito pixies? That's wild. God. That's a totally different story. I'm going to talk about that another time, but I am making a note of that because holy shit, that's actually a really cool concept. We're going to pin that for a different
not
story.
Me writing that down right now.
Yeah, I was like, where the fuck are my Post-it notes? I got to write that down. That's a good one. See, my chat does come up with really good ideas. Oh my gosh.
Mosquito pixie dream girls.
Fae wolves and apocavamps. I love that. Thank you for stopping in, Jungle Book Boy. I do this every Sunday, so if you ever get a chance to pop back in, come and hang out. Because it's a new story, it's a new prompt every week. So, okay. Skeeter pixie. Eric just... my job is just beginning. I love that. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
He's a fucking distraction, is what he is. He's in my.
We're gonna focus. We're gonna lock in. He's our Skeeter pixie.
Yep. You say we're gonna lock in. Week before last, we spent like an entire half hour just talking about K-pop. Because I was really excited about this movie coming out on Netflix, K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah, no, I saw that too.
You saw the trailer for it? I am pumped for it.
I'm so excited.
And then the week before that with Justin, I think we spent like a whole half hour talking about just how genuinely we love the movie My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Good movie.
It's a good movie, yeah. Anyway, but now we're talking about The Prince of Egypt. So... This is too much. I love this show because I can't ever say oh, we've gone off the rails, because like what rails? There have never been any rails to begin with. Aside from the 2 prompts, after that it's all freeform. We're just in a speeding go-kart with no brakes.
Love it.
Okay. So
so
the rails.
what
Where
you're saying is that you
Yes.
So, where like, so you come from a people who basically have made like little greenhouses for trying to reconnect with the Fae.
Yes, yeah. I think my pack,
whether
it was like
hippies. Got it.
Yeah, I think it was either. God, I think my pack, whether it was my parents or maybe it was like, maybe this is like years into the future. This is like generations
Yeah.
into the future from like all the humans have been dead for several generations. But I think like my pack started with humans that were actually like I think in the original like war, right? That would now be part of like the history of this world. There was like this
Yeah.
big war between humans and the vampires trying to, survive and trying to stop them. Um but the humans and the humans and the fae were actually working together. Whereas the
Yeah.
werewolves were more so like survival based. They weren't trying to
Yeah.
fight, they were just trying to like live. Um but this ended up being like a losing war, and so the humans and the fae kind of got wiped out. But I think lineage wise, my pack started with some humans that had fought very close with pixies or with the fae, and now like generations down the line, I think I think maybe it's like kind of like prophecy, whatever. Like there's some kind of like story that's been told, like one day there is going to be like a wolf that can like bring the fae and bring the sun back and whatever. Like it's that kind of thing. Um
Yeah.
and I think like me, okay, I'm gonna make this so like prophecy chosen. You said I'm the chosen one. I'm gonna give you a chosen one
Yeah, run
story.
with it. Run it. Run with
Um,
it.
my wolf is like very blonde. My wolf has like gold colored fur and is like very like yellow blonde, not just like white or gray or anything. It's a very yellow blonde, which is a very rare color pattern for wolves. And so
Yeah.
I think when I get adopted, the first time I turn and you see like the wolf, everyone's like, "Oh my god, that's like a blonde, a gold wolf, basically." And that's like,
Yeah.
oh shit, this like story that people have told that we thought was like a fairy tale or like a just a thing that would give people hope. We thought it was like fake, and it's like, okay, now we have like a gold wolf, which is not something that is, that anyone ever sees. And that's how the assumption that I am like this wolf that's going to bring back the sun is gonna happen. And that's how I
Yeah.
become like this chosen one.
I love that. Oh, because
Okay.
mostly because when I turned, I think I was gonna be either like a really gray wolf that kind of
Mm.
mirrors like moonlight,
Ooh,
or like a
yes.
really dark wolf, like with like really really like a midnight black wolf with like
Ooh.
really blue eyes. So
That's so pretty though. I like the idea of you being like a totally like midnight black wolf and
yeah.
us having that kind of like opposites. So
Yeah.
there is one of the doodles in my overlay, whichever side it's at, is like a little dragon, and that's because the when I streamed with Matt Wartorn Knight, we did dragons, but our like color pattern was kind of similar. Mine was like a gold metallic dragon, and it was this very like dark black metallic. It was more like a
Okay.
gunmetal type of thing. So
Okay.
the aesthetic of that very like golden sun. Honestly, the fact that I this is the second time now that I by accident did like golden eyeshadow in the episode that I make a golden colored character. And I did not do this on purpose. There was no intent here. I think that's
I
awesome.
Yeah, no, I also like the like how everyone sees that you're the chosen one because of what you look like, and
Yeah,
this
yeah.
like so-called prophecy that like goes around you, and then I look the exact opposite of it.
Yeah.
Um I like that.
Yeah. You look like you thrive in the night. You thrive in this new
Yeah.
world that does not have a sun. But I
And
think
and I think the reason like so that's what I would like think that's what my character considers their strength, is that I can
mm,
survive in the now, but I am not looking toward and that's what the downside of my character is that
yeah.
I'm not looking towards a future. I am looking to survive in the current situation
Yeah.
that I am in.
And I think that's so cool like because you come from a line of wolves that were probably even in the age of the sun and even in the age of the humans reigning over the world.
Yeah.
uh your lineage of wolves probably were those like very nighttime oriented, whereas my lineage of wolves started at the time of the sun going away. And so we've always probably had stories that had to do with hope and that had to do with being like just hopeful that one day we can bring like a better future. And so I'm imagining this vividly in my head of like a scene where we kind of like we're very like estranged and very like drama between us, like you did not like the fact that we were siblings, but then like even as and then we grew up, and even as adults you were very much just like, I wish you weren't fucking here. Like we very like do
how can we hunt? How can I protect this pack if you are just a fucking beacon in the middle of the night?
You fucking glow, bitch. Go away. Yeah.
Go away, glow stick. God.
So funny. I love the fact that I think that you would call my character glow stick because you're so like, even as adults my character is like, you're 30. Stop with the name calling. Like relax. Like it's, you know what I mean?
All right, flashlight.
God damn it. Like, I hate you. So, yeah, I think, like, at first it started very much like, I want you to be, like, my big brother kind of thing. Like, I want you to, like, thank you for, like, taking me in. And I, like, really looked up to you and wanted you to be, like, but very quickly that was kind of taken away. And now it's just like, my God, you are just, now it's very much equally, like, we don't like each other. Because it's like, you're an asshole. Well, you're annoying. Like, that's kind of the vibe.
Yeah, like, it's the vibe of, like, every sibling relationship I've encountered. I mean, like that I've experienced. Like, yeah, you're gonna be annoying as fucking shit, but you're still my sibling. Like,
yeah, like he's still like, I don't want to, but I am still going to protect you because that's my job. Because I was taught to one day like lead this pack, which means keeping everybody alive. Unfortunately, that includes you. Like that's that's the vibe here. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
So good.
I feel that. I also think that because of your creative thinking, you're a more creative fighter than I would be. So if it did come down to it one-on-one, I know like deep in my gut that you would beat me. It wouldn't be like completely obliterate like, no, you owned this fight. No. But it would be enough for me to lose any kind of self-esteem that I have.
That's so sad.
Like in this system that I've built for myself. So I'm thinking like that.
I think it's very much like, at least like in terms of fighting style, I think even in wolf form, my character is much more like tools oriented. Like we'll figure out how to like, drop a tree on you, or drop like things onto people, use tools, use the surroundings, whereas like you're very much just like, I have teeth, I'm gonna go for your throat. Like that's
yeah, like I'm a fucking tank, like let's go.
Yeah, it is very like barbarian versus like artificer kind of energy.
Yeah.
Is what's happening here, which is really, really cool. So but, if I was in a situation where it was like, okay, no weapons allowed, no tools allowed, I would have to figure out a way to just, okay, I'm just going to dodge until you wear yourself out. Like, I don't have any other way. I'm not going to overpower you physically. So that's kind of where the imbalance kind of happens, or where it kind of balances out, where it's like, you're really good at just playing whack fuck for a couple hours, you know what I mean? Like, you're really good if it comes to needing feats of strength and overpowering, whereas I'm really good at like figuring out how to get myself out of this situation.
I like that. I like the idea that my character, their main tactic for defense, like main tactic for just interacting with the world, is intimidation, overwhelming, and like just like quick decisions, and just stick to them. They could be the wrong decision, but this is what we're going for.
Whereas mine is very much just like, is able to kind of improvise, is able to kind of like think on my feet when the plan changes, or like when situation changes, the plan has to change. Whereas you're very much just like, we have a plan, we stick to the plan.
Yeah, see, I think, and that's when it comes to a head is like we are the last remaining pack that the vampires haven't gotten, or whatever. and like we've got refugees from other packs that have like we've picked up along the way, and like I think what's happening is that you're gaining traction in like
Mm,
the guerrilla warfare of just trying to find a way out from underneath these vampires, and I'm doing my best to
yeah.
be like, everybody stay safe, stay together,
Yeah.
don't die.
Yeah. And I think maybe like I think also as like time goes on and as the pack becomes less of a lineage pack and more of a kind of ragtag like Frankenstein pack of other kind of refugees like the way that I
Yeah.
was, I kind of gain a lot more ability to like talk to them because I was also someone who was adopted and rescued into the pack versus born into it. And so I'm able to kind of like build that social repertoire with these
Yeah.
or rapport is the word I'm looking for with the others. And I think ooh, okay. So this is the kind of thing that I'm imagining is like one of the like refugees, one of the new like members of the pack maybe was a werewolf that oh my gosh, hi Matt, thank you so much for the follow again. I heard the theme was vampires. Yes. Okay, so let me kind of tell you what we got going on here because Casper here is very much more a werewolf person than a vampire person. So here's what we've made. Uh, Humans are now extinct. The world has completely changed. The humans are no more. Now, the main prey for the vampires that have taken over the world and blotted out the sun, successfully defeated the humans of the world. The main prey are the werewolves, which is where mine and Casper's characters come in, where we are both in a werewolf pack. Casper born into the pack, born as the next leader of the pack, whereas mine was adopted as a child, Prince of Egypt style.
Gotta keep bringing that back.
We gotta keep going full circle with this. We've Prince of Egypt to the werewolves.
We're Prince of Egypt really close to the sun right now. And
Yeah.
it doesn't help that your character is like this like sun ray chosen
Literally
one
sunshine,
from like
yeah.
this werewolf prophecy situation.
Yes.
Um
So
and
my character
yeah.
is again, this is the second week that I've done this by accident where I've made a character that was like very golden sunshine based and I happen to be wearing gold eyeshadow. I think I manifest it. I think every time I make a gold do a gold makeup look, I have to make a gold character. But my character being a golden werewolf, which by werewolf like legend or mythos basically makes me this chosen one character as someone who can potentially bring back the sun and bring back the balance of nature, while while Casper's character is very much not about that. Is
No,
just
I'm a black ass wolf, man.
I'm a black ass wolf is a great quote. That's so good. And that does create some like sibling tension from the time that they were children up until I feel like all of that we've talked about now in terms of like their childhood and their interactions, like when my character was first adopted, is all part of this like flashback, and then the main like story of this like movie or show or whatever it is us as now like adults trying to
Yeah.
become. I think you did take over the actual role of like the
Yeah.
leader of the pack,
Yeah.
and I've
When it
got
was
this like
my time,
second
I
in yeah, and
yeah.
I became like this like kind of second in command, like I'm like your like right hand man, even though you don't want me to be.
Yeah,
Um,
no, it's like the way that I'm seeing it is like you're also very important in the pack. Not
mm,
necessarily part of like you're not one of my lieutenants because I would not have chosen you. But respectfully.
I
But
think
you've got enough
yeah,
pull in the pack just being who you are. And since this
mm,
pack is now composed of mostly refugees as well,
yeah.
between your history and then just what everyone assumes from you, um,
Yeah, I think it's less
is
like official rank wise, and it's more like all of my
yeah,
pull and influence just solely comes from like my the color of the wolf's fur and like just the personality. It comes solely from the social. I think maybe my like job, my like role within the pack is things like some kind of like teacher, like maybe I teach like younger ones. It's something that's
Yeah.
not necessarily like a ranked like militaristic type of role,
You're
but
you're
it
a
is more
nanny
like
wolf.
yeah.
Like you're a
Yeah,
nanny
yeah, yeah,
wolf.
yeah. I am for sure. A nanny wolf is great.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you're like
exactly.
you're a nanny wolf, and like I look down on that only because like I come from like the very like I'm still in super survival mode. Hey,
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
okay. And so I'm trying to survive in this world, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you got to take care of the little ones, you got to take care of the new people, but like
Yeah.
you're useless to me personally because I need fighters. Like,
Yeah, 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 yeah. Meanwhile, so I think okay, so then story-wise, what I'm imagining is imagine one of the newer wolves that come into the pack was actually someone who um hello hover drone. Yeah, you can just listen. Anyone who's in chat, if you guys have ideas for this story, just start throwing shit out there. Somebody's
yeah,
hero loves to.
we've got mosquito pixies from
We
because of
did,
this.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah. Somebody's heroes earlier did throw mosquito pixies into the chat, so that's a thing. Um, okay, hello.
yeah, no, okay, I went to school with them.
Excellent.
Hey.
I love that. Hello. Yeah, honestly, like as soon as you guys start having like some weird throw your craziest ideas into the chat. Like I need to hear some weird shit. It happens more than you know, honestly. This the same stream I did with Promethean where we were talking about detectives in a western, we randomly threw
Mhm.
werewolves in there, but then the chat started making like aliens a thing, alien abductions. Like it got really fucking weird.
Okay, hell
But
yeah.
that's I love when the chat makes it weird.
So we've
So
got our characters, and
yeah,
we've got
so
backstory, and we've got like culture, which is
yeah,
fantastic.
we've got some really good world building. I am gonna start having to ask like the hard questions now, which starts with
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. I keep getting distracted because new people are showing up in chat, and I love that. But I am gonna back up. Before I start asking the hard questions, I think a cool idea is that what if one of the new members of the pack, one of the new werewolves that comes in, is someone who like escaped from the vampires, and maybe
See,
like
I was gonna think the same thing.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
but maybe like slip some information to my werewolf, like my character, quietly as like a I don't know who to talk to, like can I trust you? And of course my character is like, of course you can trust us, is like the most like come to me if you have a problem kind of character.
Yeah.
And they say something about finding the thing that the vampires used, or like finding like the building or the place where the vampires, like what the vampires used to blot out the sun, and how they maintain apparently like the new information that's given is they have to maintain the sun being blotted out. It wasn't just a one-time thing, and if that's the case,
Okay.
then maybe it can be brought back. And that starts spinning the wheels in my head of like, we can actually bring the sun back. So then I come to you and I'm like, you have to hear what this wolf told me, what this person said. Like, maybe we can bring the sun back. And you're just like, no, what the
No.
fuck? Yeah,
No.
exactly.
This is
Immediately,
weird.
like, scraps the idea.
Cool. You want to get us all killed? Great job, glow stick. Like no.
Stop calling me glow stick! Flashlight! God damn it! I love it, yeah.
Yeah, no, like it that sounds like
Yeah.
a terrible plan. But I also think that this wolf also has information on like where we can like cut off the head of the snake, as it
Exactly.
were.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that, like,
yeah.
and then I find that information more interesting than like this fairy tale of bringing the sun back. Um, so yeah,
Yeah, it is so. But
I
I think
embody my
that, yeah.
character so fucking quickly.
No, it's so good. Yeah, no, like I immediately felt the wolf in me get annoyed, of like get defensive, of like this bitch, like
Right.
I love
Um,
it. I think it's because I have siblings that I'm just like, I'm immediately like, God, I fucking hate
and I'm
you.
an
But
older sibling, so like,
I'm
yeah.
see, I'm the oldest, and for some reason, all of my like characters that I've played that have siblings, I always like play younger siblings. And I think it's because I know how to annoy older siblings because I am one. So I like to play like the other side of that sometimes.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
let me push your
I
buttons.
absolutely get that. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I get that.
Uh,
Um, yeah, so I like the idea of like like I'm taking a tactical approach with it, and
yeah.
yours is more of a hey, let's go fulfill this prophecy. I have a destiny
Yeah.
to fulfill.
Yeah.
Like everybody's been telling me this, left,
Yeah.
right, and center. Like I am the chosen one to bring back the sun.
Yeah.
Um, I
And I
also
think
want to
like
say I was
no, keep
oh,
going.
so go ahead. Okay,
I
so
was
I was gonna say like I think it would be absolutely hilarious if my character was the one that actually brought back the sun, but I
yes.
don't survive long enough to be like, hey, this shadow bitch did it.
That's
Um,
so sad.
look, it's the sacrifices you make.
I
Okay.
I love it and I hate it. Okay. But I
Yeah.
was gonna say it's very much like, oh, my character was not like the way that my character is to bring the way my character is able to bring back the sun. It's not necessarily that she has to be the one to actually like flip the switch. It's more so her character represents a beacon of hope, a beacon of the possibility of having sun back. And you being this character that is both physically, like literally, and metaphorically, this like shadowy spot. It's like you're one of the only spots that like the sun hasn't touched yet. You know what I mean? And this idea of like you are the one who's actually like the one who flips the switch and brings the sun back, but because you finally get to a point of like, oh, I actually believe my sister now. I believe that this is a thing that we can actually make happen now.
Yeah, no, I do like that.
Yeah.
And it's moving away from like I don't think one of us is going to survive. Like one or the
No,
other
like we gotta
it
someone's
survives
gotta
it.
die. Like
Someone's
someone's
gotta
gotta go
die.
down. Someone's
Um,
gotta die for sure.
which
Which
makes
is
this
so
very,
upsetting, but yes.
which makes this very like Orpheus and Eurydice, but like siblings. You know, we're
Yes.
making this very we're going down that
Uh,
route, which I
we've
freaking love.
now we've now left Egypt and we are now in ancient Greece.
Yeah, let's go. We're gonna
I love
stay in
this.
Africa this entire time, okay? In
Yes,
that
absolutely.
Mediterranean area where we're staying there.
The fact that we chose, oh yeah, no, Aurora
Very Sam and
does
Dean, yeah.
bring up Sam and Dean. Yeah, this is very Sam and Dean. If one of them was like adopted and annoying, like that's
I mean,
that's
like one of them
the
is
idea.
annoying. It's always one of them that's annoying. It's
That's
just the
you're
adopted
right.
thing that we haven't.
You're
It's
right.
like,
You're right. That's
yeah. Um.
so
Uh.
so I wanted to
Yeah.
ask now the hard questions, which is what's your character's name?
Um.
Because we have kind of what his wolf looks like. I do want to kind of touch on what he looks like as a like in his human form.
Oh, in his
Um,
human form, he looks like how I picture myself. He's like a 6 foot tall, uh, black man with
yes,
like this like very nice goatee with like scarring. Like so it makes like his
yes,
goatee looks patchy, but it's a good patchy.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
got scars like over like it's that good like I did this
yeah.
shit on purpose kind of
Yeah, it
like
looks more. It like almost looks more like stubble, but like the patches like
yeah.
are just there to like show the scar. Like maybe it's like patchy because there's
Exactly. The
the
only
like
reason it's
the hair
patchy is
doesn't
because I've got
grow.
scars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the hair doesn't grow over the scar tissue. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I
That
love that.
so yeah, and he's like kind
He's
of
so
like
hot.
uh
Like
yep,
goddamn, that's
he's like this beefy boy with like ice blue eyes. The eyes stay the same when he turns. Um
The one
And
time that we make sibling characters and I don't get to ship my fucking character with my guests, and you make someone who's so goddamn attractive. That's
I can't help it. I only play sexy.
I will say, every character that I've seen you play so far, like from Castleton to that, like, what was the game we were in together? Oh, the Hometown Holiday one. I'm like,
yeah.
I've been so attracted to every single character I've seen you play, and it's stop that. You gotta stop.
I can't help it. Okay, that is my gift and my curse. I play sexy characters.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So like, also he's got like, I want to say he's got long dreads, but
cool.
I don't think that works with my wolf. So I'm gonna say he's got like it's the hairstyle that's stumping me right now.
Okay.
Because I want him to have like a shaggy kind of like loose curl kind of mullet situation.
Nice.
But like,
okay.
Yeah, like with like some salt pepper kind of like salt and pepper going through there.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah, that's fun. We fucking know what my girl looks like. We all know. I think just sunshine in a fucking bottle.
Ooh, love it.
Here's the thing. There is sometimes where I'm able to go against type, which is like in the episode I did with Improv and RPG. I played like this like big intimidating dude. I definitely described him as tall, dark, and daddy at some point. Just like one of the which I feel like in this case is very much your character. But 99% of the time I play the petite, easy to underestimate, I'm so cute kind of character. Like, I'm so adorable that you don't even want to fight me or hurt me. Just sunshine in a bottle. I do think she's got, like, despite them living in a sunless world, her human form does have like weirdly tanned skin.
Okay.
It's like, obviously I think a lot of people like are gonna look a lot more like pale and pallid because there is no sun here. But I think in this particular world she's got like a deeper, like a tan. Oh my god, Zeb, hi! Hello. I don't know how you didn't notice that I'm live. I do this every Sunday. So, unless I tell you ahead of time, it's every Sunday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I am here with someone doing some kind of chaos. In this case, it is Prince of Egypt meets werewolves and vampires have taken over the world and blotted out the sun.
But we're also, the story's becoming more Orpheus and Eurydice or Sam and Dean.
Yeah,
so
it is Orpheus and Eurydice meets Sam and Dean. One of these days, I'm going to start compiling like a list every episode of like, these are the shows and movies that have inspired this. Because there's always so many references that happen in these episodes that I'm like, y'all need like an inspo list every week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for this one, we've got Prince of Egypt, we've got Orpheus and Eurydice and Sam and Dean. Yeah, so, but I think my character, looks wise, most of my characters, almost every single one of my characters are very, very short, just because I like a pixie type. You know, are we shocked? I play a Fallon type character in everything I do.
Yeah,
basically.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but I think that she's actually, like, fairly tall, maybe not, like, I want to say she's maybe, like, 5'7", you know what I mean? Like, that's...
Okay.
Taller than I ever play specifically for my like femme characters. But I think she has like a presence about her. It's not necessarily so like, oh, she's so like small and cute, but it's more like she's got a more like a matronly, she's got a very like she is mother kind of energy.
Yeah.
Know? You got tall, dark, and daddy, and I'm playing mother.
Yeah, I'm also, like, my dude is like a fucking tank. Like, I'm thick. And I feel like the way you're describing your character, she's more, like, lanky.
Mm-hmm.
And, which is
Very
also goes
lithe. Yeah, very.
yes, which also goes why like goes into why I keep calling you like glow stick because I feel like I can break you very easily.
Yeah, glow
Um,
stick versus flashlight, because glow stick
yeah,
is, that's so
it's like I'm
funny.
just gonna like
Fucking try it. I think as they got older and she got better at like fighting and stuff, she'll like
yeah,
poke at him to just be like try it, but then she'll like run into like really small spaces that he like just can't
yeah.
easily maneuver in, and she's just like
See, like you bulldoze like I bulldoze and you like ping like you
yeah,
ricochet off of
yeah,
everything and I'm like
exactly.
you use the environment to kick my ass and I'm like all right listen here yellow bitch.
Very much like they're running through the woods, and as I'm like, dodging like tree branches and dodging all these like, thorns and twigs and whatever, at one point it's very like Looney Tunes style, where I would like pull a branch back and then let it go right as you're running to like smack you in the face.
Yeah, it's like yours is like parkour and mine's like no.
Yours is just barreling through like the fucking Kool-Aid man.
Yeah, yeah, it's like oh
Yeah.
yeah. Um,
I love it. Oh, I love it so much.
I love these
Uh,
characters.
Me too.
Um,
So yeah, so now I always like asking this question of my guests, because this is one of the only like interview style questions I like to ask people, because I
okay.
think it's interesting. Oh, Zeb, thank you. But it's, how do you usually name your characters? Because I think naming conventions are really important for like, culture and stuff, but it also tells a lot about
Yeah.
the storyteller, because there's people like Mika who love to name their characters like something lemon related every time, because that's just a silly little bit. Whereas
Okay.
there's also some people who love to like find foreshadowing or, meaning in the etymology of the names. So I'm curious, like, what's your naming style, and then also, what do you think Mr. Tall, Dark, and Daddy's name is?
Okay, so like my naming style is legit all over the place. One of my favorite characters is named Belgium Jerry. And he's another tall, dark, and daddy character.
Yep.
But he's a bare knuckle boxer from like the 1920s. Well, before that,
Yes.
um, he's my Vampire the Masquerade gangrel, who I've never played vampire before, so I just like build a tank and see what happens.
I've
Uh,
also never played vampire before. I will pitch you my vampire character later, because that's also my another like cute little sunshine girl character.
love it.
But I've had this idea for, I mean, Matt Stormcrow, if he's still in chat. I've pitched this character to him before. Basically, she's a human, but she has this like obsession with, she needs to be turned into a vampire. She's
Okay,
like, yeah,
cool.
it's a whole thing, because again, it's like I love playing little siblings. Her big brother got turned into a vampire when she was like 14, and he was like 24, and now ever since then she's been obsessed with, I need to turn into a vampire before I turn 24, because I
Okay,
don't want to be the same age or older than my big brother. So it's a whole thing. So it's,
okay.
yeah, it's interesting. I would love to
Yeah,
play that, because
no,
I think the idea of playing a human in vampire is dangerous, and I'm fully prepared that she dies, but I think like the interesting part of it is her like obsession with needing to be a vampire.
so I wanted like the reason I played a gangrel is because I wanted to play a werewolf and vampire, and those are not compatible systems.
Yep.
Um, so I got I my storyteller let me play a gangrel, and like I was looking up about roundabouts how old I wanted my character to be, and I was like, when is the first Oktoberfest? And that's how I came up with this name,
Yes.
Belgium Jerry.
Yep.
Jerry
Love
was
that.
just random, so I was like, okay, cool.
That sounds about
Uh,
right.
and but normally, like I think of like nicknames. I think is my thing that I go for. Like, what is this character called by his closest people? And then
And
how
you
do I
chose
turn
glow
that?
stick for me.
Yes.
Fair.
And how do I turn that into like um well no no like what would my character be called by their
Yeah. Yeah.
closest
Yeah. Yeah.
people? and then I try and turn that into a name that either has meaning of to
Mm.
of like who they are
Yeah.
or the type of aspirations that their parents had for them. I
Mm.
try and do the foreshadowy thing,
Yeah.
but most of the time that requires knowing the end of your story before you go into it.
Yeah,
And I
that's
don't like
fair.
to wait. I don't like to wait that long, so I kind of just go with vibes. So
Vibes.
for tall, dark, and daddy, um, I'm I want something that sounds dark, but
Okay.
um, like it sounds dark, but it isn't.
Ooh.
Um,
Okay.
so like right now I'm thinking like Damien, but I don't want to do that because I keep thinking of Batman's son, and I'm like, no, he's no.
Yeah.
He's not a demon. Like he's, but I kind of also want to play with like ancient Greek stuff. So
Okay.
maybe
Yeah.
like a Latin name like Nox or something. I actually like Nox.
Nox is
Um,
cool. Okay, so I think I've told you this before, and anyone who's in my chat knows this about me, which is I've made an OC, like I've made an original character for every piece of media that I've like ever consumed. I've made it for every movie that I've seen, book that I've read. Now because I'm into like TTRPGs, I make them for all the like actual plays that I watch. I make OCs for literally everything.
love that.
And now on my I mean, are we shocked? My entire show is based and branded about us making OCs during the episode. But this is so funny that I've never been such a fan that I've wanted to make an OC for the story that I am in the process of creating. that's that's a level of like meta and let's so layered that I've never reached before, but I need you to consider I want to make a love interest for this guy so bad.
Ah, love that.
Because I love him and I love the idea of the love interest also being someone who's just kind of like happy and kind of like just annoying with how like positive and optimistic they are. And I love the idea of having like a quote unquote like pet name that also annoys the shit out of him. And I think the love interest would call him like Shadow Daddy or some dumb shit like
Oh
that.
my goodness. Hang on, I think I found a name. I just gotta figure out how to pronounce it because it's Irish and I don't want to get it wrong.
Oh, Irish names are hard. Yeah, what's the spelling of it?
It is get away. Cira
Wait, say that one more time.
Cira. Kieran. Kieran. His
Kieran?
name is Kieran. Yeah,
Kieran is awesome. No, I like Kieran. Um,
and it means little dark one. The and
cute.
he is not little,
He's
but
not
he is
little,
very dark.
but I love the idea of like his parents like when he's born because
I
he's
love.
probably the idea of like him being born like he's one of those babies that is born like already with kind of like full head of hair but is like it is all like pitch black, super deep
Yeah,
skin, like just this little shadow baby and being like little
yeah.
dark one. That's precious. My character I've had the name for mine for a while now. I've made the choice Eliana.
Okay.
Eliana, meaning daughter of the sun.
Little dark one and daughter of the sun. That's perfect.
A little like
I
it's very like on the nose, but it's so beautiful and like creative at the same time. I think Elia and Karen are very very cool, or Eliana and Kieran are very cool names for them.
yeah,
And
I like this.
absolutely, Kieran has a boyfriend that is just a sunshiny little twink that calls him Shadow Daddy. That's my.
Oh my
That's
god.
my.
Oh no.
uh,
Oh
I
my god. It's one
regret
of my
nothing.
lieutenants too. It's it's one of my lieutenants too. It's gotta
Yeah.
be like.
It's like his like second in command. Hold on. It's like a okay. Do you ever have like face claims for your characters? Like you're like, oh, this like if this was a movie, this character would be played by this particular actor or something.
Yeah, the guy I'm thinking of right now for Kieran would be. Have you seen The Mummy Returns?
A long time ago, but yes.
Okay. Oh wait, have you seen Pompeii?
No, I haven't.
Son of a monkey. I can
Here, I
never
can look it
pronounce
up
this
though.
man's
Give me a
name,
second.
and he like his initials are triple A, so that's all I've ever called him.
Okay, I
Um,
love that.
Mummy Returns. He plays a bad guy in The Mummy Returns.
Okay.
Like a lesser bad guy. He is.
Oh, I see who you're. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't pronounce that, and I'm not gonna try.
Yeah,
Um,
Lochna, who he like
yeah,
if anybody's seen The Mummy Returns, he plays Lochna and his voice is so fucking deep. And
incredible, incredible.
I I adore this man so much. I love him more in Pompeii because he's just like I'm here to die, like let's
I
go.
love that.
He plays
I'll
the
be so
gladiator and I
real.
so
The
good.
way you were describing him, I was imagining Iffy Wadaway as his face claim. But that's only because I
See,
just finished watching Never Stop Blowing Up on Dimension 20. And I
see
love
like
Iffy so much.
I like Iffy. I like Iffy for the body type, but like I can't take him super serious because everything I see like not like serious as I want this tall,
I
dark
see.
and
Yeah, yeah,
broody
yeah.
guy to be.
Yeah.
Iffy seems too happy for me to be
He's too
Broody
sunshiny.
McBruderton
Yeah.
that
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
is this character.
So
And I
now
like yeah,
for
go ahead.
for Kieran's boyfriend,
Oh
um
no.
face claim idea Anthony Ramos.
Okay, yeah, I can make a
Yeah.
little bitch boy out of him.
Yeah.
No offense, Anthony Ramos. Gonna clear that out right now, internet. No offense to Anthony Ramos,
I can't breathe. I can't.
but I can make it work. Um,
Oh god, I can't breathe. That's so funny. I'm sorry.
I have no media training. This is terrible.
It's fine.
I can never
Like,
be famous. I refuse. I can't. I can't do it. I get in
it's a
trouble
good
so
thing that
quick.
this is a show with no filter. Like
Yeah.
I'm not big enough to need like filters on the way I talk here. So right now y'all can say
Not
whatever the
yet.
fuck you
Not
want.
yet. We're still babies.
We're manifesting that. It might happen, but right now, no, we're going full filterless. Oh, that's so fucking funny.
Oh
Holy
my god.
shit.
Yeah. Like I can
Okay,
make that
so
work.
I
Yeah.
need everybody to know cuz I don't think anybody knows this yet. This bookshelf that's behind me, it's got a bunch of like writing and stuff on the sides.
Mhm.
That's because this is a trend that it's a thing that I started in an old apartment that I lived in, but I call it the shelf of shame. But what it is it's covered in out of context insane shit that people have said. Usually it's my sister, but it's like people have said it like to me or around me. I think one of my quotes that I put on there is did you piss on my makeup brushes? It's uh
Okay.
yeah, it's because I set my makeup brushes aside like after washing them in the bathroom, and my housemate told me that she was gonna like move them out of the way so she could like use the bathroom. I went, did you piss on my makeup brushes?
Oh no.
Yeah, just weird, insane, unfiltered shit. A thing that my
Are you
sister
telling
actually said to me was as a I can't remember the context. I can remember the context of this one, but a real thing my sister said to me was sometimes saying slurs is okay. It's just insane shit. So I think Anthony Ramos, I can make a bitch boy out of him. I think that has to go on the shelf. I think this is the first time that someone on my stream has made it onto my shelf.
uh
That got me
pioneers,
so
yeah.
hard. I can't.
Pioneer. My face hurts, man. Like, damn.
So does mine. I'm dying out here.
Whew, okay, we gotta come up with this story though. Whew.
I can't. It's too much. It's too funny.
Oh, good lord.
I'm crying. There's tears in my eyes right now. Holy shit.
Oh, my face hurts so bad.
Oh man.
This is so much fun.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad that my guests are having a good time. Like, so far, I've gotten good reviews from everybody who's been on the show.
No, this is a blast and a half. Like,
good,
oh my goodness.
Good. Yeah, because it's I try and foster a place of like pure, just unfiltered, unadulterated like inspiration and creativity. And if that leads to I can make a bitch boy out of Anthony Ramos, then we're having a good time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh,
that's like I'm
yeah.
gonna try and find 2 clips of that. It's like I'm a black ass wolf, y'all, and Anthony Ramos.
Yeah.
I can make a bitch.
I'm a
boy
black
out of him.
ass wolf, and Anthony Ramos. I can make a bitch boy out of him.
Those are gonna be my takeaways from this.
Yep. I
Okay,
will absolutely go back and clip this at some point. I promise.
I think the wolf that gave us this intel on the vampires ends up being your love interest.
Ooh, okay, yeah. You make the love interest for me after I made your Anthony.
Yeah,
Ramos.
you gave me Anthony Ramos, so I'm gonna do yours. So who is the face capture for yours if you've got one?
Ooh, see, I don't like her as an actress. Like, I don't like her as a person. Or honestly, as an actress, I haven't seen much of her, but I'm not the biggest fan. But I think face-wise and the way she looks, I think it fits. Is like Amber Heard. I think just very like tall, beautiful blonde, very like lithe kind of that.
I'm going with like younger Amber Heard before she got issues.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. You understand.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got you. And so Amber Heard, huh? Okay, so yeah, I think like I want you to feel like super protective of this.
Or you know what's even better actually, because I want her to be very like a more of a sunshiny type of. I think Amanda Seyfried is actually better for her.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Amanda Seyfried, circa like Mamma Mia era, just very sunshine coming out of her ass kind of character. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah.
Bet I love it.
Better.
Okay, so the love interest, like, so I'm thinking that like the way that I treat this newcomer, especially since I'm saying she escaped from the vampires, is like I generally don't trust her, which kind of makes her alienated from the rest of. Like the vibes are like, we don't trust this one. She's here, that's fine, but she could be a spy. And like I think you become like her only friend, and just with the nature of how you are, and like I think. It's not that one. I think it's either the face match I'm thinking is either Emily Browning,
Ooh, okay, yeah,
or Saoirse Ronan when she's a brunette.
Yes. Oh, I love that. Okay. That's
yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. I can kind of see that kind of like mashed up a little bit. Like I can see that kind of put together. Yeah.
And like she's your like she's not your project, but like she's like you feel like this instant draw to her for whatever reason. Like I think it's because her outlook, despite all the things that she's faced, is very positive and very hopeful.
Yeah.
Like
I
that's
think
what she brings to this pack, and that's also why I don't trust it, because I'm like, who?
Yeah.
You went through what, and you're still smiling? Like.
Yeah. Well, I think it's like maybe she showed up in this kind of like hopeless type of state. But when she shows up and she is greeted by a a blonde, a gold wolf, very much sees her and is like drawn to her and is like,
Yeah.
maybe there is hope. Like maybe this story is not just a story. Maybe there is hope of bringing the sun back and getting rid of the vampires for good.
I think that's what draws her to you, and then she realizes that like you are so much more than this possibility that you
Yeah.
of like what you could be, and that's what she falls in love with. We're
Yeah,
just
like
gonna be
that's the real that's where the real gay starts. That's where the real like
yeah,
connection starts, is like, oh, because I think that's something that maybe is like a character struggle for Eliana, which is like people do see her as this kind of beacon of hope, but it kind of like reduces her to more of a symbol versus a whole person.
yeah,
And I think one that can be a real good point of connection for her and this love interest, but also maybe like later on in the story becomes a point of connection for her and Kieran, like for her as and them as siblings, of like he's always hated her because of her being this like symbol and because of her being this
yeah,
thing, never actually took the time to be like, she's a whole person. And maybe like he does find her and see her in this moment of pure like hopelessness and genuine like anger and like feeling all of the negative things that she feels like she's never been able to feel publicly and in front of somebody. And it like it kind of like shakes him a little bit, seeing her have this very, I don't want to say human, but this very wolf like feeling. Like maybe
yeah.
someone, maybe they lose someone like that was one of her friends, maybe not her love interest, but one of her friends like dies,
So
and he finds her
I
later
was
in the woods just like losing it on a tree or something, you know.
I was gonna say that um your love interest gets retaken by vampires, or she like does a
Oh,
self thing so you can
yes.
escape again.
And yeah, and
And
it's like, I am so sick of people sacrificing themselves for me
yeah, yeah, yeah,
situation.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
And then
Oh, that's
yeah,
good.
and then that's when my character would be like, "All right, let's go get your girlfriend back." And like we actually have that connection of like,
Yeah.
okay, I see that you are more than just a glow stick. Eliana, I'll actually use your name. Like, let's go. This
She
this is more important.
she hugs him and he's like, "Okay, we don't have to do this. Let's just go get her back and we can do this later.
Ugh.
We can do this later."
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Uh,
if we want to do something sad and sacrificial but keep both of the siblings alive, we now have two love interests that we can sacrifice.
no, no, because with the way that I've pretty much designed this character, now there are three people that my character will dive in front of like whatever
God
for.
damn
So,
it. Yeah,
ha.
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah, yep. Oh,
yeah.
interesting is I do think that Anthony Ramos, I'm just gonna keep calling him Anthony because I don't have a character name for him yet.
That'll
Um,
work. Anthony's
yeah,
fine.
exactly. Anthony's
What
good.
does Anthony mean?
That's a good question. Let's find out. Actually,
I just typed in
Anthony.
Anthony and like Anthony Anderson popped up.
Oh my God, Anthony name meaning, just according to the like Google like AI whatever, means priceless one, praiseworthy and flourishing. Okay, so he's got
Yeah,
a
his name
praise
is
kink.
Anthony.
He's got a praise
Antonian.
kink
Yeah, we've known
from Shadow
Anthony.
Daddy.
Oh my god.
Zev is like, I beg your finest pardon. I came back to sacrificing love interests. Which, here's the thing, we're not sacrificing love interest. I suggested it because I'm trying to keep Casper's character alive. And Casper said, absolutely not. Now there's even more people that Kieran will die for. Which is just. I'm trying to keep people alive here, but. Some people just love to try and die, I guess.
So your character, your girlfriend's name is going to be Amanda,
Yep.
because it's worthy of love or lovable, according to the Google AI thing I can't turn off.
That's so cute. Ah, so heartbreaking. I love it so much. Oh
Yeah, I
no.
pull on those heartstrings. Yo,
um,
behind the name is fantastic. I love
yeah,
behind
behind
the
the name
name.
is great. I have a lot of just like baby name websites like bookmarked on my phone and on my computer just because I look at a lot of name meanings. I am doing this constantly, almost at least once per episode. I am just like clicking out of the stream to go into a baby name website and go and start searching. Um,
Well, I mean that
okay,
makes sense
so
considering
yeah,
what we're doing here.
yeah, it's
Um,
great. Oh god, this is I love everything that we've made so far, to be honest. So let's try and zoom out a little bit. Are there
okay.
any specific vampire characters that we have personal beef with? Is it like whoever the leader of the vampires is, or are there maybe like some vampire scouts that have gone out and are like trying to hunt us specifically or something? Uh, Zeb says, my boyfriend and I argue about our future son's name, Patrick. Aw, that's pretty. Wait, what does Patrick mean? I have a cousin named Patrick.
Where's my app?
Patrick, name meaning. Sorry, this is where my, oh,
Noble.
nobleman. I like it. That's awesome. Weird fun fact. I'm gonna tangent for just a second here. My middle name is Rain, and that's what most people on the internet know me as, is Savannah Rain. But it's actually a respelling of Reina, which is like, my family name. Which of course, like, it means queen. And I love it because my Leo ass is just like, yes, it is. Uh, no wonder I make all these sunshine characters. I've got a lot of Leo in my chart, but I've always known that, but it wasn't until recently that I was like, I don't know what my last name means. I'm gonna look it up, and apparently my last name means nobleborn or wellborn, which I'm like,
Okay.
huh. That's the most regal. I have the most regal last name ever. And I'm like, and here I am. I'm like the
My
least regal person I know.
my chosen name is Casper, and it means treasurer or keeper of treasure.
Nice.
I'm a fucking dragon, basically.
Yep, yep. You got your dragon horde. I love that so much.
My
Uh,
dragon horde is characters that and stories that I like to create.
that
It's
is
nothing
a
like valuable, so
that
like
is a
nothing
mood.
materialistically
Yep,
valuable, but like very valuable to
yep,
me.
yep. I love that. My friend and I, we have been like, I do a lot of like freeform like RP just over text, like with my friends and stuff. And I've been doing
Amazing.
that forever. I've been doing that since I was like 11. That's a story I
That's
love to tell
middle.
people. I've been
That's
doing
middle
it.
school stuff right there.
Yeah, I've been doing it since before I knew what like AP and like actual plays or RP, before I knew the term role play or RP, because I was like
Yeah.
11, and I learned how to RP on a flip phone. Going back and forth writing like Horton Hears a Who fan fiction using T9 spelling in like '07. That's a true story. That's a real thing about me.
See, I got you beat though. Well, that's not Horton Hears a Who because there's no topping that. But it wasn't in
Hey.
a cell phone. It was Gorillas. Um, and
Oh.
and it was a notebook we passed between like in the
Yes.
hallway.
Yeah, I did that too. I had the physical notebook. Actually, a little bit later, I did a physical notebook because I did a zombie AU RP that I did using like not OCs. It was using like characters from a movie or a musical that we liked. But we
Okay.
did a zombie apocalypse like AU fan fiction in a like leather bound notebook, so we made it look very like, yeah, it was
Oh,
it was
at
interesting.
least yours was leather. Like
It was
I did. We had like a spiral notebook that
Yep.
we passed, and that thing
Yeah.
had like a green cover, and it was super secret. We couldn't let anybody read it because
Yep.
like
That's where
we
the
were the
story is.
most
That's where the secrets
like
are.
no,
Yeah.
that's also where we were the most unhinged, and we were like, all right,
Yeah, because that is where like even I've said this about the internet and when I talk about like tech and stuff like that, which is very much like the safest file that you're ever going to have is the manila folder that you hide under your mattress. Like that's that's going to be the safest thing is like is
yeah,
the stuff that's like handwritten, you know?
yeah.
Yeah,
When you
creative
like,
writing.
because my parents would give like I am addicted to stationery, so I also hoard
Yes.
stationery. But like those big old like legal pads that like I can just
Mm.
write and just keep going and then flip the page and just keep going and it feels like I'm writing so much and it's just like
I did not need a new journal. I did not need any of these. And I just bought these
I
like a week ago.
I'm not allowed to buy any
I
new
gotta stop.
journals
Yeah. I have a whole shelf
until
here that's just all of my notebooks.
like I'm
Um,
not allowed to buy a new one until I fill up the ones that I've got and I'm like you're
that's a
mean.
that's a Oh,
I was
I
like
gotta show you my actual like gameplay, like my D&D character notebooks. Hold on. So I'll find a blank one. So these notebooks you can get for $1 at Walmart, right? Um,
yeah.
so I have a ton of them. Um,
Oh,
I
holy shit.
because this one's for one of my home games. This one is for just an OC I made, but I thought was funny. But it's also notes for like an actual play that I listened to. This one's
Okay.
another one for a home game. This is for my very first D&D character. So all of these are for like because they're only $1. So I have like a notebook per character basically that I've made.
I have something like that, but
I'm gonna
it's
put
a
these
notes
back.
app. It's like a
Yep.
notes app online
Okay.
where I can just create a new chapter and it's like an unlimited page.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
So it's like
I
whenever I have something for my character, I pop in there, type
Yeah.
something up, and it just automatically updates. I was like, that's fantastic.
My friend that is has been my like primary RP partner since like 2019 now, and like we have like active RPs. I think we're up to I'm the one that like keeps track of them, so I keep them in my like notes app and everything. And I think we have over 60 active RPs right now. Because we'll just make new OCs, like new characters every like couple weeks. Like it's just because we get new hyperfixations or new story idea, new OC idea, and we just make a bunch of them. And I have them
You know what?
categorized by like, type, and then categorized by like, yeah. So each new note in my phone is for a different RP.
I'm going to give you a sandbox and see what you can do with it one of these days because I
That's
love building
yeah,
sandboxes.
yeah.
Um,
Do it.
so
That's my
okay,
whole
okay.
my whole channel is literally dedicated to exactly that, and that's why we have like the multiple prompts. That's why we do all this. It's like
Yeah,
I don't want to do anything in a game. I've only been playing TTRPGs for like 2 years, um, but I've been making characters and doing world building and making stories and doing all this stuff for most of my 2/3 of my life now. Like,
yeah,
you know,
I feel that.
actually even before then, because I remember being like a little kid and like playing make believe like with my cousins. We did like a make believe we did a news anchors thing one day where we like took poster board and drew like a weather report, and I think we made my mom like film it one time. And I used to
My
like
brother and I would do shit like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, we used to do like make believe like Toy Story or make believe Harry Potter, where we would act like the characters, but essentially it was essentially like LARPing fan fictions before we knew that LARP or fan fiction was a thing, because I was like 8, like I was a kid. So yeah, it's been a lot of stuff like that. Um I'm sorry. Zen is wild. And the chat just goes, I just thought the words automatic writing is AI for sidekicks. That's wild. To, like, compare, like, spirits or someone through automatic writing as like, a chat GPT to, like, do the writing for you. Honestly, that gives me a story idea. Hold on, I gotta write that down. I have these post-it notes I really love because they just are really really pretty, but they say "Listen, bitch" right on the cover.
Yours are prettier than mine, but I've got my post-it notes as well, friend.
Hell yeah, good. Yeah, everyone's got to have like their post-its on the. I just took out all of my journals and they're just sitting next to me on my desk now. I gotta put them all back after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, while I'm gonna let you finish writing that note because I don't want to distract you.
No, you're good. I just had to write AI for psychics because that's so funny. Okay.
That's amazing. So we're vampires that
I'm so sorry. I got very excited.
Okay.
I got very excited and I inhaled the wrong way. I started choking on air. Okay. Well, actually, let me get some water real quick. Yeah.
Okay.
We're good. Oof. I was gonna say.
I'm gonna say that I have like a. Oh no, go ahead.
It looks like we're coming up on time here. We're about getting close to the 2-hour-ish mark. So if you want, I love what we've done here. If you want, we can like try and just give our little recap of the whole story.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
like I love how the prompt was vampires, and
we decided to make a whole list. Yeah. Well, so this did happen also with Ethereus when he was on my channel, which I love Ethereus to death. And the prompts for him were coming of age and pirates. We ended up making a cult, and the pirates were like a group of side characters. And I was like, I don't know how this happened, but okay. I'm down. Yeah, the pirates ended up being like a group of like side characters because the captain was my character's love interest. But that was a whole like subplot thing. It was interesting. Okay. Yeah, it was a fun time. Yeah, when the inspiration takes you in a certain direction, you just gotta yes and your way through it, you know?
Hell yeah.
So
what improv taught me.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll just go ahead and give our little recap because I think we've come up with some. Unless you want to try and recap again this time.
No, this is your channel. I'm gonna let you do it.
Okay. Yeah, there have been some guests where I'm like, "Hey, give me your best like in a world kind of like recap," but every now and again I'm like, "I got this. Let's roll my sleeves up." I'm the one time I'm wearing short sleeves.
You came up with an OC for this world as we were building it. I'm gonna let you.
It happens sometimes, you know. So okay, so what we have created here, centuries and generations into the future, all humans have become completely extinct as the world is now run and taken over by vampires who, after their own centuries of, let's call it perceived oppression, they have decided they no longer wanted to live in the shadows, but then create a world of shadows. Using some kind of tech that we have not developed, but I'm sure we will at some point, they have somehow successfully blotted out the sun and defeated the humans who have also paired with other creatures of keeping balance of nature like the Fae, defeated them and taken over the world. The one other species of creature that they were not able to defeat were the werewolves, which unfortunately are now their main prey. Zoom in to a pack of werewolves going into a den that has been completely decimated by vampires, completely overtaken, and they find a child, a young girl, a young wolf, in a hiding spot, a crawl space or a cave of some kind, scared and alone after her parents and the rest of her pack were completely wiped out. and much to the displeasure of their son already, decided to take her in and adopt her, especially once it was discovered that she was, in fact, a golden wolf, which is incredibly rare and also indicative of some truth behind a legend or story that's been told through the generations of wolves of a wolf that can one day bring back the sun and defeat the vampires for good. I see your reactions and it's awesome. You're going full in character now. I'm just whatever. Kieran and Eliana grew up together as a very strained adoptive sibling relationship, as Kieran eventually grew to become the next leader of the pack, while Eliana did grow in order to become almost like a kind of welcoming committee, but she is also like a teacher. She is one that fosters the community. She's one that teaches new wolves, especially the refugees that now somehow make up a majority of the pack. Those who have been displaced or left behind by their packs, much like she was when she was a child. But she is like a teacher for the younger wolves, as well as like the welcoming committee for new wolves that join. There is a status quo that seems to be maintained by their new leader, Kieran, until, of course, one particular wolf is rescued and welcomed into the pack, Amanda, who meets Eliana and sees exactly what she is, which is this golden wolf that everyone seems to see as this beacon for this hope and this belief that maybe one day the sun can return. And she is able to inform Eliana that there is a way to bring back the sun, or at least the vampires have to maintain the shadow over the sun, which means whatever they're using to maintain it can be disabled. Unfortunately, when there is a raid or an attack of some kind and Amanda is taken, Kieran, seeing how distraught his sister is over the loss of her girlfriend, finally finds some semblance of brotherly love and care in his heart for the first time ever. This is now me being Eliana, me channeling this character.
I was about to say this is taking a sharp turn.
I am not being objective as the storyteller anymore. There's some character bias in me. He does find some brotherly care in his heart now, and does feel, one, not only this duty and obligation as the leader, as the alpha of the pack, to go and rescue this, new addition to the pack, but also just to, make his sister feel better because she's crying and sad, and he realizes that maybe she's more than just a glow stick. So Kieran, his boyfriend Anthony, his boyfriend bitch boy Anthony, and so stupid.
I love it.
And Eliana and the rest of the more the hunters of the pack go off and find and are able to rescue Amanda, but also not without sacrifice when they do find the ability to bring back the sun. And in a moment of idiotic self-sacrifice, because he's gotta die, apparently, they're able to bring the sun back, and they lose their wonderful Kieran because Casper is intent on hurting my feelings at some point during this. Has made me cry in more ways than one now, this episode.
I have done my job.
And that is something to be proud of. Holy shit. Casper, thank you so much for being on Not Quite Novelist. I'm so glad that you've been here.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for having me. I love this world. I love these characters.
I love
so
them
freaking
so much. That's the
Um,
the hardest part about this show is that every week we come up with something so fun and so good that I'm like, I either want to write this story, write this, like, I can see it vividly as like a movie or maybe like a book series, but also like I could see this as a really fun, I don't know what system, but a really fun game to play, you know?
or
Like,
like and like since I'm such a like if we can't find a system where this works, you just make a system where it works,
yeah,
you know?
exactly. Exactly. So I love the idea of this whole story arc and this whole all the characters that we've made so far. I love Amanda and Anthony. I love Kieran and Eliana. Like they're so it's such a good story. I we Yes, I knew that this episode was gonna be fun as hell. I knew that this was gonna be like chaotic and silly, but like I knew we were gonna come up with something really genuinely fucking good. Um, so on that note, I'm gonna find a channel for us to raid. But while I do that, Casper, tell the people who you are. Tell people where we can find you on the internet and see more of your absolute chaos.
OCO friends, my name is Casper DNB Ghost. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Casper DANB Ghost. Um, and uh, yeah, I don't really have like I've got where am I? I'm on Batty Bards coming up soon. They're letting me haunt their channel for a little bit. I'm I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Uh,
So
like I
much.
really don't. I haunt whatever channel lets me. Like I know I'm on High XP Society, um, doing their Triangle Agency thing. I play a character named Tempest, and she it's my take on Hermione, which means she is a lot.
Good.
I mean that in the best way. And I'm gonna try and get into some more productions coming up, if my schedule allows it. So just follow me everywhere, and I try and keep up with like what I'm doing on Instagram and Threads and Blue Sky, um, in that order. But yeah, I've had a blast being here. This has been so freaking crazy. Like I love this world. I love
Yes.
these characters. I absolutely like I love the phrase tall, dark, and daddy. Like I'm
I'm
gonna
so
that's
glad you do. I I
I want to
first
make that a T-shirt. Like the
yes.
fuck, it's so
Hey,
good.
listen. All City Print, good friends of the channel, I can make a Tall Dark and Daddy t-shirt happen. Like the second
Okay.
people start requesting Not Quite Novelist merch, it's gonna be two big tops ass to ass and Tall Dark and Daddy. Like those are my two favorite jokes so far from this show.
What
It's
what was the first one?
okay, so in I think it was the second episode that I did, it was Diana of the Rose was my guest, and our
Of course.
theme was aliens, and our tone was carnival, and it was we made a traveling carnival, but it was traveling through space, and the spaceship. We made the joke of how when they call it two like a D8 two pyramids ass to ass. We said this
Yeah.
spaceship is two big tops ass to ass, and it is one of the only actual reels on the Not Quite Novelists Instagram, and it is me and Diana saying big tops ass to ass, I think like 8 or 9 times. We said it so many times that it became like the running joke. And I actually, if you can see the overlay, right over
I see it.
here is, yep, got the two big tops ass
I
to
was
ass.
what
So,
I was wondering what that was. Now I
yeah,
know. Two
yeah,
big
yeah,
tops
yeah.
ass to ass
It's two big
and
tops ass
tall,
to
dark, and
ass.
daddy. Got
And
it.
tall. So I'm gonna make T-shirts for both of those, and I'll Not Quite Novelist merch shop coming soon, I guess.
Freaking amazing. I
So
love this.
silly, so good. All right, And on that note, it looks like I'm looking at the people. Unless, Casper, do you have an idea of someone you want to raid? I do see, Brittany Fenn is streaming right now. God,
Go
I
ahead.
cannot breathe. Fuck. Your bitch doesn't know how to survive. I'm gonna die on stream one day.
Oh no.
Just because
Think of the numbers.
I'm choking on air, man. I try and find like whoever I'm following, like streams that have like whoever I'm following that's live in the moment, whoever has like the lowest amount of views, I want to go and like hang out with them for a little bit and just support the channels, you know? So, what are we gonna say? I think we should just say, glow stick and shadow daddy? What are we gonna say in the chat? I think that works.
That is amazing.
Hi from glow stick and shadow daddy. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna say in the chat when we go over. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this raid started. And on that note, be kind, be chaotic, and be creative. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!